Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Cryptozoo. And I remember hearing about this animated film coming out back in like the festival circuits early on, and I'm like, this sounds crazy. I can't wait to see this. And I finally got a screener, it's coming out soon. And this is from writer-director Dash Shaw, who I'm not very familiar with his work, but I definitely want to be now after watching Cryptozoo. And this animated film is about Cryptozookeepers who tried to capture a Baku, a dream-eating hybrid creature of legend, which, if you've ever played Pokemon and the Pokemon Muna, yep, that is a Baku. And along with all of these other ones, which, shout out to the Jersey Devil, who popped up in this, New Jersey represent, and a Kraken, and Sasquatch, and these goblin things, these light things. Like, basically, if you're into creatures and stuff like that, this is just like a delight to watch. And I didn't really know what it meant by that. And watching this film, now I'm really into it. And of course, my fiance Jess knew all about these because she's into all kinds of weird stuff. So it just added the layers of, this is an interesting idea of these people trying to protect all these creatures, but is it ethical? Is it the right thing to be collecting them into this quote-unquote sanctuary called a zoo? But the thing is, they need to be able to finance it, so they have to kind of sell stuff. And that's where the snowball starts rolling down that hill. Because is it really a sanctuary, or is it just a place for us to all stare and pay money? And what line do you draw between that capitalistic approach and this sanctuary approach? And that's a big part of this film. And I appreciated how deep into those themes that Dash Shaw goes in terms of his story. This film is violent. It's intense. This film starts with a sex scene between two lovers out in the middle of the woods, and which the man's voiced by Cera, and you have Lake Bell in this film. You have Zoe Kazan, a variety of other actors, Angeliki Pauplia, and Peter Stormare is probably the one that I recognize the most. And throughout the film, who plays this really creepy fawn. And you have this lovemaking scene at the beginning. It's like, you realize very quickly this is a very mature animated feature. Like, this isn't for kids, so warn you. And it's very graphic, and then like a unicorn comes in, and death happens brutally, and you're just like, what? And how that opening sequence fits into the greater narrative is very interesting, how that plays out. There's some mystery about the narrative. There's these deep themes. There's an intensity. It plays on tropes. There's very, like, common tropes of, like, you have the justice warriors that are trying to save these creatures, and you have the people who are like, we need to destroy them. And you have all those kinds of feelings. You have those stereotypical characters throughout the film. So, like, this isn't a perfect film. It does lean too heavily into some tropes there, but the imagination, the creatures, the world building, all of that, the action, the thrills that you get throughout the film, that's all worth it. This is an intense and crazy experience over the course of this hour-and-a-half runtime, and the animation is breathtakingly gorgeous, hand-drawn. It has a very distinct look to it. It's very dynamic, it's very colorful, and it really works. It's like if you took the South Park animation now and made it, like, beautiful, instead of looking like a cheaply made construction paper cutouts, because, like, you know, that's what South Park was supposed to look like. But this is striking, it's imaginative, it's bold, and it'll make you feel some ways and push you into some places and make you think morally about some of the things that go on in this film and how we treat our own world of wondrous and amazing creatures, which could include these. I was just riding through the Pine Barrens over the weekend. That Jersey Devil could have been out there. But this film is bold, it's mature, it's violent, it's sexy in ways, which is strange to think about. But you have all these feelings, very mature and bold film that is worth experiencing. But those are my thoughts on Cryptozoo. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.